Learn Excel with Eno.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how to filter. I just want to give you a quick tip on how to filter. I know some of us will have our names here, region and amount, and then we want to filter. Some of us just come to the menu bar and then you click on filter. So you can now say, okay, let's see for the not, what do we have? We're having 3 people for the not. Okay. Yeah. So I'll give you a shortcut to achieving this, just the way I unfiltered. So the shortcut is um, Control Shift plus L. Okay. So let's try it. Control Shift L. Control Shift L gives you your filter, and then Control Shift L again removes your filter. Okay, so I want to also teach you how to filter in an attempt to teach another aspect of filtering. Let's say you have some items being negative. Some of the items are having negative values, and then you want to filter to bring out your negatives amount alone. So all you just need to do is Control Shift L, come here. I know sometimes when you have a lot of data, it can be tiring trying to unselect and then start picking your negative signs one by one. So I think the quickest way to do this is just to unselect, put your minus here, and it brings out all your negative values. Enter. So you have all your negative values, right? So that's how to sort for negative values. And I'm sure there are other ways, but this is what I work with because I feel it's quicker and easy to use, right? So, okay. 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 So the next thing will be we're going to be looking at the count if. The count if. I know a lot of us have, let me see, a lot of us have a lot of us have we understand how to use the CountIf function. CountIf. So remember, anytime you see the if or the ifs, this one simply means having more than one criteria, like this one having just one criteria. So we are, sorry, we're going to set our criteria. Let's say what's let's say amount with 200. If I'm saying 200 twice. Okay, let's say 200. So to get our count if this guys, comma, what's your criteria? This is our criteria. We want to see how many 200. Because CountIf just basically you use CountIf when you want to achieve a count, when you want to count like how many people scored above 100, how many people scored above 50, how many people achieved so number of sales and all that. So for example, you have this people and we're trying to see how many people had 200, right? Or how many people sold 200 naira or dollars, the case may be. So close this and you can see two. We have just one, two, so 200, setting our criteria. But aside from this, right, if I put a negative sign here, you know, sorry, If I put a negative sign here, I'll just delete this. Sorry. We're having -2, +2, um, -600, +600, right? So take for example, you're working on a client's GL, general ledger, and then you are faced with in and out. For example, they say, oh, this first transaction is this, but we reversed it. Or let's say this, and we reversed it. So let's say, okay, let me give you a good example. Um, so, yeah, sure. So, this is just like a rough example. Let me work with this. So they posted this, but they reversed it, right? Hold on. Okay, I think this will be better. So they posted this, but reversed this, and they now posted 500, which is supposed to be the original value. So we want to remove all the debit and the credit entries that went into this GL, that went into this account. So how do you go about it? I think this is the formula. I'll just leave it on the screen so that you can have a look at it. Equal to CountIf. So now, because this is the formula, I'll have to adjust it to fit my own data sets, right? So, so if I copy this and paste here, sorry. Okay, let's just work with, if I copy this and paste here, sorry. If I copy this and paste here, I'm going to work on it by saying, instead of A2, it's going to be D, because these are where my values are. It's going to be D4. So anywhere I have A, I'm going to replace with D. Anywhere I have 2, I'm going to replace with 4, right? So D4, 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 D, and D4, D4, D, and D4. Okay. I just wanted to look at this formula again. If you're trying to say from this range, if you get a negative and a positive of the same amount, D4, D4, right? Just return true for us. So that's what we're having true here, because we have 600, -600, and +600. So if you drag this down, right, you're going to see that this 200 is also sticking out true, because you have 200 debits, 200 credits. So it's also sticking out true. So this is the formula. This is the formula for removing in and out. So from this now, you can now sort. See. Okay. You can now sort for the truths, and you have to ensure that the sum total of the truths will give you 0, right? That's how you know that you're correct. So you can now delete your rules. Control Shift L again, remember. So what I'm pressing is you click on your data set, Control Shift L, and then Control Shift L again to remove it. So now all we are having is false. So you know that we have cleaned this data and removed every reversal to our transactions. I hope you learned from this. Thank you.